Hello again. Here's problem number 39. This one has a square root in the denominator. So we are going to start with our definition of a derivative. This time we're taking our derivative at 4. So I will have 4 plus delta x minus f at 4 all over delta x. And then I'll take my two x values, plug them into the original equation to get their respective y values. And when I do that, I will be left with 1 over the square root of 4 plus delta x minus 1 over 2. And then that is divided by delta x. Alright, so on the numerator there I'm going to get a common denominator. And the common denominator will be 2 times 4 plus delta x. So I am going to have to times this numerator by 2. And then I'm going to have to multiply this numerator by the square root of 4 plus delta x. And then instead of dividing by delta x, I'm going to times by 1 over delta x. Okay, so now what we have is, I'm going to rewrite that really quick. We have the limit. I'm going to run out of room. I'm going to have the limit as delta x approaches 0 of 2 minus the square root of 4 plus delta x all over. The denominator has a 2 multiplying a delta x and then multiplying this square root. And so now we're going to have to multiply the top and bottom by the conjugate, which will be 2 plus 4 plus delta x. And when we multiply the tops to get, because they have the conjugates, we will end up with let's see, we'll have 4 minus, and then we're going to have to use a parenthesis here because that negative is going to have to distribute through. Alright, simplifying the numerator, we'll get 4 minus delta x, which will just leave me with a negative delta x. And then it'll still be divided by that big denominator. Now we'll get those delta x's to cancel. And we'll have a negative 1 on top, and then 2 times 4 plus delta x. And to evaluate this limit, I can just use direct substitution, and I'll get negative 1 over 4, which is our derivative at 4. Hope this video helped.